The foundation to any property investment program or learning must be strategies. Most people make the mistake of going out and buying properties first and then wondering what the strategy is afterwards. So we go through strategies. If you're watching this right now and your goal over the next 12 months is to create income, then you'll be buying very different properties to somebody whose goal over the next 12 months is simply to buy and sell and create maybe £100,000 in cash.
You could get a decision in principle before you even start looking for a property. The most important thing for the lender, two things: the value of the property and the amount of rental income.
Right.
And that rental income is absolutely key. So what we tend to say is, I think it's worth getting a decision in principle on a buy-to-let before you buy. Right. Unless you've really done your homework and you know what that rent is.
I want you to be absolutely clear at the end of this particular unit what you need to do as a professional property investor to start approaching the mortgage market. How many properties can you buy with the current money you've got? What type of mortgages can you get? What interest rates? All those questions.
Conveyancing basically means the legal side of buying and selling a property.
Right.
Be it a house, a flat, a farm, an industrial building, whatever. So if following on from completion, we pay off the mortgage on the completion date. We pay the estate agent. And we let you know it's been done. We send the deeds to the other side, and eventually we'll have evidence from the lender that the mortgage has been discharged. We send that off to the other.
Here we are looking at one of the other kitchens in the development. Now the kitchen's been gutted. The walls have been replastered, as you can see here. The electrics are in and the sockets are in place. All this is the type of thing you should be looking for. Nice clean workmanship, the piping's in place there. So your objective is to get that kitchen gutted as quickly as possible. The bathroom doesn't have to be complicated. A simple £200 or £300 bathroom suite would be sufficient for this type of property, as you can see. There are some very good lettings agents out there that will take all that away from you. So actually all you're doing is you're finding, as you said, you find good properties and hand them over and have somebody take a lot of that.
The vast majority of letting agents are perfectly professional companies. They're perfectly good companies and they run their business in a very ordered way. You get investors mix up their strategies. They'll buy a property thinking they're following a particular strategy, whereas in fact the property is completely wrong for that strategy, and it should be, for example, you buy a student HMO and you're miles away from the university or the source of tenants, you're some distance from the teaching hospital or whatever, and the HMO market is quite sensitive to that kind of thing.
So what I'd like to do is just use a couple of the websites first, and I've got rightmove.co.uk, and I also thought it would be quite valuable just to look at some lower end properties. So these are when I say lower end, I'm talking about properties in the region of sort of 45, 55, 65, 70,000 pounds. And for those of you that have never seen these type of properties, I just want to show you these and let you know they are available, and also let's have a look at the cash flows and see how they work. So I've put a search into the Merseyside area around Liverpool, and I'm looking for 2-bedroom properties, as you can see, and I'm sorting from lowest to high out from our comparable spreadsheet. But I'm going to fast track this, and we're going to work with 56,950. So I'm going to put that information into here.
Key to development finance is the business plan.
Right.
What you're actually selling to the bank is it's a business proposition.
So they're not buying just into you, they're buying into specifically what the project is.
That basically comprises everything about me, about the team that's going to do the development, about the financials, what the development is.
Can you remind everybody the distinction between somebody buying and holding a property from the Inland Revenue's perspective and buying and selling a property? Because there is a difference, and people forget that. They blend their properties together into one strategy.
Yeah, it's quite important to keep this quite distinct, because there's obviously different tax rules and regulations relating to the different. A buy-to-let is an investment. You're buying it, it's long term, you're planning to hold on to it, and eventually have a residual income coming from it. Trading, you're going to do the purchase it, do it up, and move it on quite quickly. You want capital out of that, you want to be able to reuse that money.
If they're going to keep doing flips, and they're going to do a number of flips, there's an argument to say that if they're producing enough income from that they don't need it all, there's an argument to say that a limited company might be a better route forward.
Okay.